everybody, and welcome to Great Day Houston. In our live studio audience today, we have members of AKA Sorority. And they're the ones in the pink and the green, and also Madison High School public speaking class. Welcome to Great Day, everybody. All right, so when it comes to Christmas shopping, you can look out there, and it seems like there's a ton of stuff for women, right? But not very much for men. Do you find it's kind of hard to shop for guys? Exactly. Okay, we're going to put an end to that right now, because here with unique but inexpensive gifts for your favorite gentlemen are lifestyle experts Mikel Welch and Buffalo Joe of Bellhop Bow Tie and Bourbon. Good morning.
How are you?
Good. All right, a lot of people can see you and say, that's a familiar face. We've watched Real Housewives of Atlanta and several other shows that you've been on.
Yes, yes.
Okay, but you're such a great example of how sometimes when we set goals, that if we don't achieve those goals, sometimes people fall apart. You had a goal, you went to college, went to Morehouse, and went to college, and then what happened after you got out?
Well, you know, after college, you know, I needed to find my passion in life.
Right.
And honestly, it ended up being interior design.
Yeah, but you because you couldn't find the job in what you in marketing at first.
Like my degree was in marketing, but I found a path in interior design. I found something that I love, and you know, they say if you find something you love, you never work a day.
Yeah.
I don't believe that part.
Yeah,
I just don't have to.
Well, look, I was supposed to be a pediatric neurosurgeon, okay?
Right.
But no, it's interesting though, because people sometimes think when you go to college, that's it, you get out and there it is. All the jobs should be there. But
Exactly,
sometimes you got to find that job, or what you said, look at what your passion is.
Yes.
And you applied that marketing to your passion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Buffalo Joe?
Yeah.
Was that the name on your birth certificate?
No, that was not the name of my birth certificate. So that was actually given to me by my brother and a client. So I was cutting hair, and there was a buffalo head over the chair. And I was just starting to grow this beard. And since it does have a little bit of a red tint to it, my brother said, he looked up and he said, well, your beard looks like that buffalo head up there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and man, he stirs his drink and he says, oh, Buffalo Joe.
Buffalo Joe, and there you go. Okay.
My brother said, there it is.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
I
your
did
name.
this to James Harden during the Thanksgiving Day parade, and I'm just there's something about beards I just love, and so I'm going to ask your permission. Can I get off into it?
Please,
You're gonna have to take it.
That beard is mesmerizing.
Yes. Yours is cute.
Well,
you
it's
can
in
see.
the making. He calls it a baby beard.
There you go. It's a starter kit beard.
Yeah, we'll get you some products for that in a minute.
It's a beard in training.
But where did you find your passion? How did that happen for you?
So, same kind of way. So I went to school, I was doing jobs, I was working in cubicles for a long time. I did consulting, sales, things like that. And I would always cut hair on the side, but never for a living.
Yeah.
Well, I decided one day to just kind of up and quit what I was doing and cut hair for a living. So I basically dropped everything I wanted to do and followed my passion. Like you said,
when I was in, I actually worked in a hair salon for a while.
Okay.
And I loved it because it was people, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
people's stories, and what you're able to do with somebody after you get them out of the chair is that it's just their self-esteem, all of it.
Result driven, right?
Yeah.
And so, like he said, like Mikel said, when you find your passion, they say you never work a day in your life. And what I say is, once you find your passion, you'll work your butt off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I found
And
my
just kind of
passion.
letting your mind go, because Mikel, what you
Yes.
would do is like you on your lunch break, you're working a retail job at the mall, right?
Yeah, so I was working at the mall, and honestly, it was kind of like that Oprah aha moment. Like I was on my lunch break, and I spent 40 minutes in a furniture store, and I'm like, you only have 5 minutes left on this break, and you haven't eaten anything.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this wasn't smart, but it just like.
But your food was knowledge. That's
Yes,
what you had, right?
it was. So it was like a light bulb. It just hit me, and I'm like, you know what? This is what you're destined to do.
Yeah.
And it just hit me.
You designed for Steve Harvey.
Yes. So I was on a reality show on HGTV, and the comedian Steve Harvey saw me on the show, asked me to come redesign his office, and honestly, after that, he and I had a very candid conversation, and I told him I didn't want to work for him. And I know. And he's like, well, what do you want to do? And I said, you know what? I want my own show just like you have.
Yeah.
And he said, young man, no one has ever talked to me like that. But because you had the courage to say that, I'm going to put you on TV.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, it's funny because Steve and I used to co-host together in Dallas whenever my co-host was on vacation, and we called Steve in, and Steve was so funny. He goes, y'all need to get ready to put your finger on the censor button, because I don't know how I'm going to act this morning. So I was up late last night.
You never know.
Sheree Whitfield from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes. So that was another, Steve Harvey, his business manager, called me and said, hey, I have a client, you know, she needs a little help. Can you help her? And he like three-ways me in, and it's like, Sheree Whitfield's on the phone. I'm like, oh, okay, let's get started. So yes, I did the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I remodeled her 5,000 square foot basement.
Yeah.
So, because she has some real shady girlfriends.
Yeah, she did. Because if y'all didn't see the show, it's like they came to her open house and she's like, look, and then all of a sudden they started trailing. You know how guests will trail off to places they're not supposed to?
Yeah.
They trailed off into her basement, which she just hadn't done yet at
You
the
were
time.
so polite with trails.
Yeah, okay.
Those
Well,
girls were
yeah,
nosy.
yeah,
They went snooping.
They were looking for some dirt, right? And so,
Yes.
so Sheree was like, well, I'm going to get that just tightened up then. And you tightened it up.
Exactly. Yes. So it was a beast of a house, but we got it done. Like
Yeah.
the house is huge. It's
Yeah.
like a castle.
Yeah. Harry Connick Jr.
Yes, Harry Connick Jr. I work with him on his talk show in New York City, and I just work with a lot of men who want a masculine aesthetic.
You love man caves.
I
You love
do.
doing- yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know how it happened, but I became like the king of the man cave.
Well, I'm glad that you did, because the reason why women love the man cave so we can keep you out of the rest of the house. Right. If all you need is that one little moment and we can have the rest of the house, and I'm all
Yes.
with it, right? Okay. So you have this venture, you and Buffalo Joe. How did you two to come together?
Whoa, gosh, you know what? I'll let him tell
Yeah,
that
let's
story.
stop blowing his head up. So what we did is,
Did you hear this?
so basically, what happened is Mikel came to me. He found me on Instagram. He was looking for a haircut. He travels a lot for work, as you were talking about, and he wanted a place where he could feel comfortable that he was going to get a good service.
Yes.
So I don't know how he saw that on my Instagram that he was going to get that, but he did.
He was a decent barber, and I took a chance. No, like what he said. You know what? See, you rubbed his beard, and now like he is like all on another tangent. But honestly, I travel a lot, like he said, and I'm tired of staying in crappy hotels. Like when I'm traveling, always in a crappy hotel.
Yeah.
I can never get a lineup. I need a good haircut, and then when I get off of work, I want a real cocktail.
Yes.
And I don't want to go to a little chain restaurant. I want a good cocktail. And so he and I got to talking while he was cutting my hair. We started talking about hotels and bourbon, and I'm like, you know what? We should take this show on the road.
Yeah.
And you
did.
did.
I have a lot of clients that have this issue. I mean, there's a lot of men that travel and they can't find a good place to get a drink, a real drink,
Right.
not one at a chain restaurant or something like that, and a place to stay. So it was a.
It's like you
it was
say,
a
real,
combination.
like not Boone's Farm or something like
Right,
that. Yeah.
right. So-
with a
right,
little, like my mom with a little dash of Sprite. She goes, have you ever had a spritzer? It's a wine spritzer. You put a little Sprite in the Boone's Farm. It's very good.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a common thing. So like you said, we got together and we said other men need to learn how to live a better life too.
You know, it almost seems like it's kind of we go back to the days where men showed up in suits, or men
Yes.
showed up in, you have your hat, all that type of stuff.
Right.
And I think sometimes we get crazy with a man can be a man and women can be women. It's
Right.
okay, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And anything else in between you want to be, it's okay. Just be yourself.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Let's talk about, speaking of drinks.
Well, I'm gonna let the alcoholic of the
happen to
group
see
start
one.
talking about alcohol, his love for it.
Well, it is Texas, so it's never too early.
All right.
So what this is an old-fashioned kit. Right, so this is gonna let you bring the speakeasy to you, or to the man cave,
Yeah.
right? So we'll let Mikel make you a man cave, and I'll make you a drink. Now,
Okay.
I'm no mixologist, but this is gonna help me get there.
Yes.
So everything in the Riley Linc collections, which is where this is from, is gonna help you make the perfect old-fashioned. You've got
Yeah. And that'd be a great little gift for someone, right? For a
Yeah.
guy.
perfect,
Yeah, okay.
perfect gift, and everything in here is gonna be under $100, which is affordable. So you've got your ice cubes, which is gonna make you look a little bit more official here. You've got your
The
bitters.
fancy ice cubes.
Yeah, the
Nobody
fancy,
wants
so
the
it's an actual
little
ice
chips.
cube, tray right here.
It's a tray
Yes.
where
And
you
you
just fill it
pop
up
And
and
it
throw
has
it
a
in the freezer.
cover on the top of it too, so you don't get any particles. in
That's
it.
nice, because sometimes you look at people's ice cubes from their at home and you're like, what is that right there?
Exactly.
And you can put stuff in there on purpose if you want to, like I've done orange peel and lemon peel inside my ice
Exactly.
cube,
Yes.
but that's purposeful stuff.
Yeah,
we don't
well,
want
you
any
can
accidental.
customize this as much as
Yeah.
you want. This is a great starter kit. So you'll have your bitters, you'll have your muddler, your cutting board so you can cut your oranges and stuff like that. And we've gone ahead and mixed up a little old fashioned here.
Oh, okay.
for
Let's
you
go
guys.
ahead
So
and
we're gonna,
let's see how that
like
tastes.
I said, we're
I want to make sure it tastes right.
Now
though.
I can tell it's gonna have a lot of liquor because
Yeah.
you know who made it over there.
Okay, well, but I don't want to be giving it as a gift if it don't taste good.
Oh,
So
well,
let me
no,
make
listen,
sure.
it's-
Yeah, I just want to
Now,
make sure.
We got a lot of pressure on the line. Did you
Yes.
measure all the ingredients?
Yeah, just a
properly?
lot of bourbon.
Okay, right.
Okay.
That's
All
what
right,
I'm
let's see
nervous
what's going on
about.
right
Well,
here.
give me a
Yeah,
little.
yeah.
Let me taste
I'm
something
gonna
too.
give you a lot because you need to calm down a little bit.
Ooh, I gotta tell you, I'm not giving this as a gift.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're taking it for yourself?
I'm gonna have to keep this. Let's see what else we could get
Okay,
him.
yeah.
Okay, let's move on. See, yeah, okay.
After a long night of drinking, sometimes, you might roll over and not be able to find all your stuff. So, what I like
You might
to
roll
do.
over and find you're not in your own house.
So what I like to do, and this is actually mine, I'll be honest, but it's a great gift. it's going to keep all your organizers organized.
Okay.
So it's got it's a charging dock for your phone, your watch, and your,
And it's
and your
cool
earpods.
looking.
And it's cool looking, and you can get them in all different shapes, sizes, colors, styles, whatever's going to fit you.
Yeah.
But this is the one I chose because it's just masculine.
Yeah,
I
it looks
feel
like Buffalo Joe would have like a hand-carved, like
Which he
charging
does.
station.
Now the
Yes.
great thing
my-
about it is it works if you use it properly. The thing is he
Oh,
keeps
here
hitting
we go.
snooze, and so I'm always calling him in the hotel like, can you come downstairs and get ready? Like seriously. So it's a great product if you use it.
You gotta use it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
well,
yeah.
well, it'll look good sitting on the coffee table or
It,
sitting,
it
sitting on
looks
the, on
good.
the,
It looks
yeah,
good.
on the
And I
nightstand.
almost use it as a bedside clock. You know, so I'll hit my phone, be able to see what
Yes,
time it is.
yes.
Almost.
Okay.
Let's move on
This
to
is
the
really
next
pretty
one.
right here. This is nice.
Well, I'm glad we can finally let him stop talking so we can talk about something that's amazing. So, you know, as an interior designer, I run into a lot of men who are always looking for these elaborate man caves. And so this is the way you can bring the man
You
cave.
add plushness to it. Yeah.
Exactly. And so all of this collection right here is from Garnet Hill. And I love this ticking paint stripe that they have because, feel this right here.
Oh,
So
nice. Yeah.
this is wool and it's cotton. So it's one of those things where in the fall it's going to keep you warm, and then in the summertime it's going to keep you cool. And they have like a wider range of things like this. Oh, this is
Yeah.
cashmere.
Love that.
Cashmere.
Yeah, he might not get that
Touch
either.
it. It's
Oh, I
cashmere.
did. Last night I slept
Yes.
in those with no drawers.
See, this is what I have to deal with on a constant
Okay,
basis.
but that's very
it's,
cool,
it's
yeah.
Buffalo approved. It's
That is
Buffalo
Buffalo
approved, to
approved. It's
say
very,
the
very
least.
comfortable.
But you know, this is the perfect way to create a man cave at home.
Yeah.
It is.
All right, and at the end here we have keep it handsome.
It's
All
that's
right.
actually Victory brand products, but
Okay.
that's one of his taglines is keep it handsome.
Keep it handsome.
Keep it
Okay.
handsome. And that's what
All
we're
right.
gonna do today. So we've got a model here, and what we're gonna do.
Ralph, who's our floor director.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ralph was kind enough to be my model and put his hair in my hands.
You
So-
trust this man like that? I do. You see what he did to my head.
So the great thing, what I love about this product is it's got everything you need.
I just love that
for-
the staff is like, we're just drinking. Just drinking.
So what you've got is you've got your pomade that's going to give you more of a comb through kind of tight look. You've got your Claymore, which I'm going to use today, which is going to give you more of a disheveled look. And then you've got your Super Dry, which is going to give you kind of that James Dean top down kind of look.
Yeah. You know, because Ralph is one of the guys that when he rolls out of bed in the morning, he spends some time on his hair in the morning.
Right.
A lot of guys will just roll out and go, but this makes it easy to get something done.
Yeah, get
Right?
something done, but you'll still be able to roll out and go.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives you that look without having to do it. So I'm going to use the Claymore because we want to get a little bit of that textured look. We want to be able to push it forward. So
Hide by widow's peak.
right, but we don't
Yeah.
want to look like we're trying too hard.
Yeah.
So basically, we're just going to warm it up in our hands just a little bit, and we're just going to work it through the hair. So as we work it through, and I know it's going to look a little crazy at first, but we're just going to push it forward. And like he said, with the widow's peak, we're just going to work these areas forward.
It's looking better already.
Yeah,
Look at that,
we're
Ralph.
going to give it
Look
a
at
little bit of
that.
lift.
When you
And-
get home, your wife is going to be
Yeah.
like, put on some love songs, some
Yep. And the best part
Yes.
about it,
Marvin Gaye. Let's get
and
it
it smells
on.
clean. Tell me what that
Smell-
smells like.
Oh, it smells really good. It
Yes.
just dawned on me that I've never touched your beard either, Ralph. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and do that.
While we do that,
No, it smells really good.
we might as well throw a little beard oil in
Yeah,
it.
while you're doing that, for more information on Bell House, bow tie, and bourbon, and to keep up with lifestyle experts Mikel, Welch, and Buffalo Joe, we have a link on greatdayhouston.com. Yeah, you did it right there. That's it right there. Okay.